Hey everyone, welcome to Shima Flow Yoga. I'm Jody, and today we're doing a Yin Yoga practice for the hamstrings, right? If you have tight hamstrings, you know what it feels like walking around. So to stretch these hamstrings, we'll be holding postures for several minutes at a time. This is a quick video, but it is very, very effective and something you can do every day. Why do we want to loosen up the hamstrings? To prevent injury, to increase mobility, and to alleviate any low back pain that you might have. So grab your yoga mat and let's get started. For today's practice, you might need some props. I would suggest blankets, pillows, and maybe a block. Anything that you can prop up underneath your hips. That would be a more narrow type, maybe a folded blanket. And then if you need support for your upper body, you might need a little bit more cushions, pillows, or blankets. Or if you have a yoga bolster, that will do just fine as well. So the first posture we're going to come into is called Janu Shirshasana. But we like to use fun pose names in Yin. So we're going to refer to this as a seated tree pose. The right leg extends out. The left foot, sole of the foot, comes to the inside of the thigh. Here's where the props can come in handy. You can place maybe a block or two and a blanket underneath here to support your body. But we'll just kind of ease into it and see where we need to be once we get into this posture. So we're going to start by sitting up nice and tall and then pulling yourself in. You can grab onto your foot and just give yourself a nice pull in and drop down. And right now we're just going to kind of assess where we are here with this posture. With Yin Yoga, everything is very, very relaxed. This is how we increase mobility and get into the connective tissue, which becomes very tight. So start to crawl your fingers forward. Let me move this out of the way. So crawl your fingers forward. They're outside the legs just as much as you can. You might even benefit from that nice stretch through the shoulders here and through the back. Turn your palms up and then drop down, okay? Drop on down. Now, you might benefit, right, so that you're not straining too much, to have something underneath your body, underneath your head, right, or underneath your chest. Just make sure that when you prop yourself up, you're not propping yourself up too much so that it takes away from the stretch, okay? So play with it a little bit. Give yourself that opportunity to get situated into the posture. And then start to work on relaxing all the way down. Here, you might notice that as you start to relax, your right leg maybe starts to fall open a little bit. Totally fine, right? If your leg is staying up and it should be opening up, that means that you're engaging the muscles to keep the leg in place. So allow it to fall open if it falls open, or it might fall inward a little bit, right? Depending on the structure of your bones. Allow your body to fall and to move exactly as it does, relaxing everything. And this can take sometimes a few moments to really figure that out. And then we start to get heavier and heavier and deeper. Let the head drop down. Try not to strain anything in the neck. Begin to focus on the breath and the sensation of your body. Welcome whatever arises. Sometimes we don't like what arises, but that is okay. Our practice here, as we hold these postures, is to observe what arises and be okay with it. Develop equanimity, develop the non-reactive mind. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. Good. Notice if you're starting to feel restless at all. All right, your mind may have wandered quite a bit. So just keep coming back to focusing on the breath, to relaxing your body. Developing and cultivating a deeper and deeper awareness. Okay, we're rising up very slowly. Use your hands, push up. You can allow your head to be the last thing to lift up here. And then lean back on your hands and extend your left leg out. So just take a moment to feel the body, called the rebound. So if you really focus in deep, you'll notice the difference between the right leg and the left leg. All right, we're going to switch sides. Bend the right knee. Sole of the foot comes to the inside of the thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. And then exhale, take that forward bend all the way down. Now, when we come forward, again, just grab onto whatever you can. Give yourself a gentle pull in. Place your hands on either side of your foot and crawl your fingertips forward. This is going to really help you get deeper and deeper into this. Turn the palms up. Relax the body down. Now, this is where you kind of bring some focus in towards that left leg, allowing it to completely relax. You may need to place something underneath your left ankle or your heel here if you're feeling too much pressure. Then go ahead and fold up a little towel or put a blanket underneath and then come back into the posture. Let the head relax down. Coming into your 4 to 8 breathing. Inhaling through your nose for 4. And then exhaling through the mouth for 8. Good. Noticing what is arising within you now. Most often in our lives, we struggle with 2 emotions. One of them is aversion, wanting to push something away that you don't like, that's not, in your eyes, serving you. And the flip side of that coin is craving, right? You want something else. You're wishing you had something else. And we go back and forth and back and forth. But those emotions, those actions only lead to suffering. Constantly pushing away what you don't want and wishing for something else. Instead, we come to what is the present moment, what we have, and we find contentment, santosha, right? Acceptance for exactly what we have.
It's developing the equanimous mind, the non-reactive mind that leads to liberation, to peace, to happiness, to joy. So continue to develop this equanimous mind. Stay with the breath and lean into what is. All right, start to bring yourself up nice and easy, slowly. Use your hands to guide you. Go ahead, extend the right leg, lean back. Feels good to stretch the body, doesn't it? Just let yourself be. All right. Let's bend the knees and just sway side to side, windshield wiper. We've got one more pose. So only 2 poses in this practice today, but we're holding them, right, about 5 minutes each. We're targeting just the hamstrings here. So even though it's only 2 postures, we're holding them for several minutes. And by doing this every day, it can be very, very effective. You will see results if you practice. Only 15 minutes a day if you really want to start to increase that flexibility and mobility in your body and start to really feel some openness and some space. Okay, next posture is Dragonfly. It's a straddle forward bend. So we're going to open up the legs as well as the hamstrings, right? We're going to get a little bit through our hips as well. If you need to, you can always sit on a folded up blanket, okay? Elevating your hips. So you're going to start by coming to the seated position and opening your legs as wide as you can. Okay, once you feel like you've gotten your legs as wide as you can, we're going to try and go a little wider. Take your hands behind your thighs, push down, lift your hips, and see if you can just scoot those hips forward just a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to come right down the center. If you're feeling limited, if you're got kind of a tilt in the pelvis and stiffness through the back and you feel like, oh, you can't go, you really want to elevate your hips. So take the time to grab a blanket, fold it up, roll up the back of your mat, get a cushion, and get some elevation through your hips. This will be very helpful for you, okay? Secondly, as you come forward, you might want something underneath you to support your torso. So it could be a block, it could be a blanket. We'll just have to see as we move into it, okay? So let's start to lean forward, okay? Getting forward, maybe onto the elbows. Now, also, if you're in this same situation as me, you've got a cold, hard floor surrounding you, you might just want a blanket to put out to rest your body on, okay? But we're gonna start to come forward. So I'm gonna put this aside just for now, and we're gonna walk the hands forward. And we're just gonna keep crawling, just like we did in that other one. We crawl those fingertips forward as far as you can go,
And then once you feel like you've made it as far as you can, turn your palms up and sink down, okay? From here, your forehead might touch the floor, but maybe you're up kind of high and this is as far as you can get. Totally fine, okay? Yoga is about sensation in your body. So if you're in this position and you're feeling sensation, that's a beautiful thing, because do you know how much farther you have to go? Like how much progress you can make? That is a really awesome thing to think about. So instead of thinking that, oh, you're not flexible enough, think, wow, I can become so much more flexible and really heal my body, okay? That's the key. You might need a couple blocks, right? Bring it up, and maybe you just rest your elbows right here. This can be very comfortable just to kind of give yourself a little weight forward, possibly resting your head. Maybe you take a block out if you're a little further down, okay? And you rest your head down just like this. Wherever you are, practice santosha, contentment, right? Contentment with what is, and move forward from there, okay? So keep relaxing your body. Let your head really drop down here. What is really nice about this is when you let your head drop down, you get that nice stretch through the cervical spine, right? The back of the neck, which can continue down all the way down your back and your spine. We really hold so much tension in our shoulders and our neck. So if you're up higher, okay, and it feels okay, let the chin fall down. Now you're getting even deeper. It's like a benefit. Hamstrings and the neck and the back. Just keep releasing down and relaxing your body. Breath by breath, we sink deeper and deeper. Check in with your muscles. See if you're engaging, if you're tensing or tightening up. And it's okay to let go. Just let it all release. Good. How are you doing? Checking in. Check in with yourself. Can you go just a little deeper? Relax. Is your mind busy? Are you feeling restless? Breathe. Inhale, count of 4. Exhale, count of 8 through the mouth. All right, slowly use your hands. Keep your head low. Guide your way up. Chin is the last thing to lift, and we rise up. Good. Release the legs. Extend them out. Lean back on your hands and just pause. So like I said, 15 minutes a day is a very, very effective way to practice Yin Yoga.
A lot of these videos that I'll be releasing will be the shorter videos targeting different body parts. So you can put them together and do them back to back for a longer practice. All right, we're going to end in a 1-minute Shavasana. Feel free to take it longer if you want to. And I always encourage a longer Shavasana. So you can pause the video and take as long as you want to. We're going to come on to the back. Let's bend the knees first and bring them into the chest and just give yourself a nice squeeze. Rock side to side, massage to the back. And then extend your legs out, right leg and then left leg. Cover up with a blanket if you want to. Cover your eyes with a towel or an eye pillow. Rest your arms to your sides and take rest. Namaste. Mahalo, everyone, for joining me today. I hope your hamstrings are very happy right now. Keep up with this practice daily and you will see results. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like, share the video with other people who you think could benefit, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and share the channel with others. I want to reach as many people as possible through this beautiful, beautiful gift of yoga. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.